Here at our rehabilitation center, we often talk about the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, on a good day, that light is the beautiful, ethereal glow of a potential happy ending that's brought on by lessons learned and progress made. But on a bad day, that light is like the high beams of a speeding Mack truck that's bearing down on us, threatening to kill us all. You see, the difference is that at most rehab centers, the folks there are merely a threat to themselves, but the people we deal with are a threat to me and to you. In fact, one of them is Canada's worst driver. The 6 inept motorists still in the running to be named Canada's worst driver this year are Jason from Sudbury, who has such a difficult time staying in his own lane.
Stop that.
His brother Bart worries he's going to kill someone.
So remember, this is where we got pulled over?
Yes.
They pulled you over and asked if you were drinking?
Yes.
I've been pulled over 5 times for erratic driving, drunk driving, and I was sober.
Mariah from Port Colborne, Ontario, has a hard time staying in her lane because she does drink and drive.
Yeah.
On occasion, Mariah has a few too many drinks and gets behind the wheel and does drive.
Mariah's best friend, Jessica, worries she's going to kill someone.
I haven't totaled a vehicle or well, I've totaled one vehicle, but...
Shit. Damn it, shut up.
Seaham from Calgary has such a tough time staying in her lane.
Where's the freaking lane here? What the hell did I just do?
Her husband, Wayne, who twitches when he's nervous, is worried she's going to kill someone.
Honestly, man, I'm not gonna kill my husband.
You're not gonna kill me.
Yeah?
George from St. Catharines, Ontario, has a hard time staying in his lane because he uses his cell phone to watch television while driving.
Sits there nice and neatly. You get to watch TV while you're driving.
This is ridiculous.
George's best friend, Patrick, is worried George will kill someone.
Dude, you're gonna kill yourself one day. You need to chill the out.
Cheney from Calgary has such a tough time staying in her lane.
You can't cross lanes in an intersection.
Her boyfriend, Jeremy, worries she's going to kill somebody.
For her safety and other people's safety, I think it'd be beneficial for her to learn how to drive.
Tyler from rural Quebec has such a tough time staying in his lane.
Why are you swerving off to the side, Tyler?
I'm just looking at the sign.
His friend Q worries he's going to kill someone.
Oh my God, it's already more stressful than flying. That's nuts.
What's really nuts is that Tyler is a licensed pilot.
I'm currently flying at 220 kilometers per hour, and I feel totally at ease.
Knowing how fast you're going is an incredibly important aspect of driving. And good drivers understand their speed even without ever having to look down at the speedometer. Do Canada's worst drivers understand how fast they're going if we take away their view of the dashboard? We're about to find out. Stop throwing that stuff at me. Stop it. We got the tape. For this Know Your Speed challenge, we're using a decommissioned cop car. And inside it, we've actually got the dashboard blacked out with a piece of cardboard, and we've also got a camera put right here so that we can see the speedometer that the bad drivers can't. Here I go on the 70k an hour run. Canada's worst drivers will do 2 separate runs. One on an open road where they'll be asked to go 50 kilometers an hour. Then they'll try to go 70 while driving towards a wall. That feels like 70. What feels like 70 to me is actually 74. And on the 70k an hour run, drivers will have to slam on their brakes just as their front bumper reaches this red line.
Oh, stop. Oop. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Okay. So if you're going, I believe I was going 70. If you're going as fast as I was just now, which I'm pretty sure was 70, you'll stop close enough to the wall that it will freak you out.
For the 50K runs, the wall will not be used.
Now, let's see how Canada's worst drivers do. Geez, my foot is still like right to the floor.
Mariah is up first.
Sometimes I don't really know how fast I'm going. Like, I've been driving sometimes and Jess will be like, Mariah, you're doing 40 and it's a 60. Like, I don't really think about it. I just drive.
When Mariah tries driving 50K an hour,
Is this too fast?
her top speed is 38.
I feel like this is accurate. 50 beat the bee. I can still change things. I can still wave.
After each run, the drivers are told how fast they were going.
I feel like this is probably 70.
And on her 70K an hour run, Mariah's speed is good, but she's not nearly aggressive enough on the brake.
Damn it! That was so close!
So close is another term for crash. When slowpoke Tyler tries to go 50,
It can't be any faster than this.
he has a top speed of 39.
It seems like I'm going faster than I actually am.
Jason is the polar opposite. When he tries going 50, he hits 65.
Going way too fast.
And speaking of too fast, Cheney goes over 80 when she tries to hit 70.
I think that's 70. You think that's 70?
That was a lot more than 70.
Was it?
Man. You do not know your speed.
Seaham doesn't know her speed either, but Wayne does.
All right, let's go ahead.
And he won't shut up about it.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go a little more. Okay, that should be it right about here. Okay. And get ready for the brake. And stop.
When George tries going 70, he goes over 80. George needs to slow down.
Yeah, I naturally speed, so when I can't see the speedometer, especially, I'm gonna probably be over it.
Through osmosis, George has been teaching his son Cody to be over the speed limit for years now.
You're going about 110 right now.
Here at the Driver Rehabilitation Center, we have a therapist on hand named Shamala Kiru. And George has requested a one-on-one session with Shamala because he's worried that his son Cody might wind up as a highway speed freak bully, just like dear old dad.
Yeah, when I'm not there, he's gonna start just driving like I drive because he sees it all this time.
What do you worry about when he drives?
He's just so jerky and gas and brake, and it's taken him a lot to steady the pedal and stuff. And then when he turns a corner, he's like way in the other lane, like oncoming traffic lane.
He's going to make mistakes. He's learning,
Yeah.
right? You don't want him to feel that he can't make mistakes.
What George doesn't know is that Cody's been learning a lot over the last 2 days. Unbeknownst to George, we've snuck Cody into the rehab center.
The stuff that he teaches me, like, I guess I could be with a bully on the road, I guess.
Our head driving instructor, Tim Danter, started giving Cody secret lessons the day before yesterday. And before Cody even started the vehicle, he was learning.
You taught me more in the last 5 minutes than my dad has in a month.
Well, hold on to your socks, because you're going to learn a lot.
That's a lot of water. Jesus.
When we come back.
Oh. I knew that was gonna happen.
We test the pedal control of Canada's worst drivers in our annual water tank test. Would a periscope help you drive a car? No. No, of course it wouldn't. Dive, Captain, dive, dive! However, a periscope might just help the lousiest drivers in the entire country as they try to navigate their way around, whoa, our next course. It's a course we build here every year at the Rehab Center, and it's designed to determine which one of our nominees is the herkiest, jerkiest driver in the nation. That's right, Canada. It's time for water tank test. I totally should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming because in practically every season of Canada's Worst Driver, out of the blue, I've been hit with water while introducing this challenge. The water tank test! This year's water tank challenge starts with a straightaway, where the drivers must reach 60 kilometers an hour before slowing down for this precision steering section. From there, it's over a dirty hump and into a concrete corral they must reverse out of. One slow reverse slalom later, they're done. This year's water tank car is a Volvo station wagon with 400 liters of water on the roof. And if drivers get that water sloshing through herky-jerky car handling, it will pass through this hole and through these tubes and onto their heads. As I said, the driver's first task is going smoothly up to 60. Ah, yeah. Smooth is my only hope. Man, I'm not even at 20 yet. Oh, I'm gonna run out of runway. Oh man, there's a big bump in the road. I'm turning a little bit. Come on, that's only 40. That's 50. Come on, 60. Oh my lord, that's 60. Well, I could have done that smoother. Damn those bastards. In the precision steering section, I nearly hit.
I'm talking too much. I'm getting too frustrated.
Being frustrated does not mean you can hit things. And that's one of the points of this challenge. If you get frustrated as a driver, do you let everything go to rat crap and start hitting stuff? Oh, Your Honor, I'm sorry I killed your mother in the driving there, but you don't understand. I was frustrated. A bee flew into the car. Getting over the dirty hump, I need to stay smooth and slow. This is nice. There's nothing to this. I'm gonna not make it over that. Not jerky smooth. Oh, that's... No. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, because we're smooth. Oh, that's gonna lurch. Please don't lurch. Please, no. Yes. You will notice that I am maintaining my speed. You know, you lose your ability to steer because... Yay, there's a guy! Ha ha ha! You dastardly fool trying to make me wet. You do not succeed this year. I succeed in reversing out of the corral thanks to multiple S-turns. This gets me into a reverse slalom. To do the slalom, drivers should have their arm around the passenger seat while looking out the back window. I have done the water challenge, and I'm a happy person. Canada's worst drivers will probably lose more water than I did. Tyler is notoriously jerky at braking and accelerating.
Get it there fast. Fudge! Oh my god!
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Through the precision steering section, Tyler's going way too fast.
Take your time, take your time.
Tyler continues speeding over the dirty hump.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. That's a lot of water.
And he's still speeding through the parking lot.
Oh, how much water can be left in that thing?
By the time the reverse slalom is over,
Oh, there's more water.
Tyler isn't just spilling water.
No, you're gonna hit him. Oh.
Tyler is hitting people.
I guess everyone is right when they say I have a braking problem.
George heads straight for the pothole that I steered around. And once he gets wet, he slams on the brake.
Oh, my God!
George isn't just a driver these days. He's also a driving teacher. He's teaching his 16-year-old son how to drive, and that's worrisome. Because speed freak George is herky-jerky on the gas and brake. And now, so is his 16-year-old son.
Speeding. He just hops it, goes, slams the brakes when he feels like it. Moron. So technically this was George, absolutely. From the start all the way to the finish.
I'm not jerky.
You're moron.
When we come back,
What are you doing?
we'll see how herky and jerky on the pedals
Stop sign on the brakes!
the rest of Canada's worst drivers are. Canada's worst drivers are known to be heavy on the gas pedal and abrupt on the brake pedal. And we're testing them on those skills now in our annual water tank test.
Oh.
Jason doesn't get off to a smooth start.
Really? Really?
And his stop is even rougher.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know why Jason is driving with the glasses we bought him perched on his forehead.
Correct.
Without glasses, Jason describes his vision as blind.
You can't just keep driving blind.
That's Cam Woolley, our legal expert.
And he's literally driving blind.
Beside him is Philippe Letourneau, our high-speed driving instructor. They, along with Shamala and Tim, have been watching every move the bad drivers make. And at the end of our series, they'll help me decide who is Canada's worst driver.
Oh my God.
And if Jason doesn't start wearing his glasses, it could very well be him.
Oh, and I backed into that.
Jason's vision is as bad as his pedal control.
He hammers his brake.
Seaham's pedal control is so poor. She looks at the pedals while lurching off the line.
Oh. Go, 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 go! Just son of a... Go!
Since getting to rehab,
Oh my God!
Wayne has given Seaham tons of bad advice. And telling her to go, go, go on this course is bad advice. We've been advising Seaham to take control of her own vehicle.
Take your time now.
Shut up, Wayne!
And even though she's driving terribly today,
Shut up!
No break, no break, no break.
Shut up!
it is promising to see her telling Wayne to shut up.
No, you're gonna get your ass leveled up.
Shut up!
Wayne thinks he's being helpful, but he's really being condescending.
I am so proud of you, sweetie. You've taken everything you've been learning here and you applied it today all by yourself.
Mariah starts by letting go of the wheel.
Just get to 60.
Oh my God. Oh, why is this happening? Oh, I'm not even near 60.
Before this challenge started, I seriously begged Mariah to focus on pedal control. Mariah's focus, though, is so non-existent. There's no point in even watching this run.
It obviously went well.
Cheney got her license in PEI after 1 hour of practicing.
Cheney, in a way, personifies what some people perceive as wrong with the Canadian driver's licensing system. There's no way she would have got a license in most parts of Europe.
Cheney shouldn't have a license here.
Stop slamming on the brakes! Stop slamming on the brakes, man!
Cheney breaks the cultural stereotype of Canadians that apologize.
I aced it, pretty much. Basically. Besides getting soaked and slamming on the brakes lots.
When we come back, Canada's worst drivers
Oh my God.
provide me with a fashion accessory.
Do I look fat in this dress?
For 10 years now, we've been preaching the mantra, look where you want to go. So let's talk about it again. If you're cruising down the highway and something suddenly appears in front of you and you don't want to hit it, what should you do? Well, think of it the other way. If you want to hit it, what would you do? You'd look at it, wouldn't you? Of course you would. So, for the next challenge here at our rehab center, Canada's worst drivers are going to be cruising down a highway at 70 kilometers an hour, and then something will suddenly appear in front of them. Their goal is to avoid it. What to do? I got it! But, oh! Sorry, ma'am. There's what I'm trying to hit. That's what I was trying to avoid. If you want to hit something, look at it. If you want to avoid something, don't look at it. Yay! Candy? Philippe Letourneau will now explain how to avoid a suddenly appearing obstacle.
We're driving, we're chatting, and all of a sudden, whoa, that deer gets in front of us, swerve, stabilize, brake. Swerve, stabilize, and only then brake. So I need to stabilize the car first before getting on the brake. Because if I get on the brake while I'm turning, especially this car is not equipped with ABS, I'm gonna get into trouble.
ABS stands for Anti-Lock Braking System. About half of Canadian cars have anti-lock braking systems, and those vehicles never skid. Cars without ABS will lock up and skid if you slam on the brakes. And if you skid while trying to steer at high speed, your steering will have no effect whatsoever.
See, my steering is full to the right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get the car to come back because the wheels were locked.
Yeah.
So I lost control.
Right.
When Canada's worst drivers try to suddenly swerve at 50k an hour,
That was all just a big mess.
most of them don't swerve nearly enough.
Swerve much harder.
Two things are critical to learning this lesson. Not slamming on the brakes while steering is one.
Do not touch the brake until the car is stable.
Okay.
And not looking at the obstacle you're trying to avoid is the other.
I did look where I wanted to go.
you need to look for the solution. And don't forget that the solution is not the cone you're trying to avoid.
It's where you're going to go.
Yeah, where you want to go. So the opening, the gap. Okay,
Yes.
let's do it again.
By doing it again, and again, and again.
Let go of gas, swerve, stabilize, and then brake.
All of Canada's worst drivers learn how to swerve, stabilize, and then brake.
It worked. Boom, 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 you know?
Perfect.
I have to just implant it in my brain for when I'm alone in the car.
When they are alone on our challenge course, the drivers will come down this straightaway at 70k an hour. Just as they're reaching the end of this lane, a 10th anniversary cake will pop out on either one side or the other. Drivers will then have to swerve into the open lane. And the car they will be swerving is our fancy Cadillac. Well, it used to be fancy. It also used to have ABS, but we've replaced the anti-lock braking system with standard brakes. Evasive. Don't look at what you might hit, what's worrying you, what's your big concern. No, look for a solution. That's what Philippe always says. He says, when you get in this situation, look where you want to go. If we open a driving school again, we're going to call it the Broken Record Driving School. Look where you want to go. That's over 70, young husband. Slow down. Uh-oh. Where's the cake? There it is. Woo! Do not touch the brake, folks, if you're in that situation, because if you do, the car she's gonna skid. I passed. Will Canada's worst drivers pass? We're about to find out. Cheney has been wearing inappropriate driving shoes ever since arriving at rehab. And that's something we've been begging her to change. You are wearing the correct footwear to pass this challenge, right?
Guess you'll have to find out at the finish line.
Here goes Cheney in the wrong shoes.
I don't know if that's 70, but I hope so. I think so.
Let's watch that again. Long before the cake popped out. Cheney panicked, veered right, and stomped on the brake. She was in full skid by the time the cake popped out in front of her. And once she was skidding, she had no hope of changing directions, even if she did look where she wanted to go, which she didn't.
You can't slam on the brakes, Cheney.
Oh my God.
In your lesson with Philippe, you understood why you lose all steering capability when you lock up the brakes, did you?
Yeah.
Your wheels have to be turning in order for steering to be possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Drivers will get 2 chances at this challenge. Let's hope she doesn't squeal on the brakes and drive toward the object this time.
I'm at 70. I'm at 70.
You did it.
Did I do it?
Cheney did it! By looking where she wanted to go.
Like it was like scary.
George has no idea that his son Cody has been receiving driving lessons from our expert Tim for the last 3 days.
Did that fix your turns?
Absolutely.
That's perfect.
Tim has been preparing Cody for his upcoming driver's license test.
It's about space and visibility. If you have space ahead of you, right, and you're not tailgating like your father, you have visibility, right? What color's the light?
Red.
Is there a hurry to get to a red light?
No.
So you're off your gas and gliding. You check the mirror as you put your foot to the brake. Whenever you go to slow down, please remember from now on, eyes to mirror, foot to brake. Best thing to do as a new driver is to sort of do a running commentary as we're driving. And what running commentary is putting into words what we see that affects us way ahead of the vehicle. What's our light?
Red.
What is their light?
Advancing.
Yeah.
Green.
Okay, very good. See, that's what happens. People kind of come to a red light and they switch off. Or in the case of your dad, he would probably be looking at, you know what I mean? So we know that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
He does this a lot too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Back on our swerve and avoid course, give it a... Speed freak George is speeding.
He's going way too fast. He's 10 over.
Will he still have time to steer?
That was good.
George was speeding, but he did pass.
I'm not Canada's worst driver.
You a cocky.
Seaham needs Wayne to be quiet.
Don't worry about me, just go. A little more faster. Okay, perfect. You should be 70. Watch. Straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead.
Let's watch that again, with Wayne muted. When the cake popped out, Seaham instinctively looked at it, which made her steer towards it.
It's just a natural reaction. If something attracts your attention, you'll look at it. There's just no other way around it.
When Seaham tried to steer away from the cake, it was too late, and she went through the wall.
Oh my God.
So, people always say, oh, modern bumpers, I hate them. They're so flimsy. Oh, yeah, they're terrible. You ever been hit by a car going 5 kilometers an hour? The old steel bumpers would break your leg. That's why they make them so flimsy these days. Why they charge $2,000 to get them replaced, I have no idea. I'd tell you more, but Seaham's going.
Oh my God.
Whoa. Did you skid?
I don't think so.
Seaham skidded for 15 meters. Tell me now if you think you skid.
Okay, so I did hit my brake before
Did you ever? And so the thing to recognize here is that in these panic moments, you can do things that make you lose control. You started skidding all the way back here. If you'd committed to turning instead of skidding, you could have gone to safety. When we come back.
Oh my God.
The rest of Canada's worst drivers try to avoid a suddenly appearing obstacle.
Where's the cake? Where's the cake? Oh my God.
Canada's worst drivers have learned how to avoid a suddenly appearing object by looking where they want to go. Now, they're trying to demonstrate that skill on our Swerve and Avoid course. And Jason is up next. Will Jason look for a solution or stare at the object he wants to avoid?
Oh, shit! Ah! Whoa. Another example of target fixation.
In case you're just joining us, when bad drivers fixate on an obstacle, they drive right into that obstacle.
Oh, shit! Ah!
Do you remember looking at the open space to your left?
No, because I had seen the cake.
And where did you go?
The cake.
What's the most important part of this challenge?
Looking for a solution.
Correct. That's all you need to say to yourself as you drive down the lane. Look for a solution. Look for a solution. Look for a solution.
Right.
Course is clear, buddy. You can go whenever you're ready.
Let's go, brother.
Will he look to where he wants to go? Jason looked where he wanted to go. Pilot Tyler starts with a pre-flight announcement.
It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be fast. So remain seated at all times. Belts comfortably fastened. Seats in their full upright locked position. No loose objects. Ready to roll. Prepare for takeoff.
Run rate's clear, Captain.
Make sure you go 70.
Tyler doesn't go 70. He goes 90.
Oh my God. Tyler, look where you're going. Oh, no, that was the cake.
Oh my God.
You looked exactly where the cake was.
Oh my God. That was terrible.
That was a classic case of target fixation. Tyler looked exclusively at the cake instead of where he wanted to go. Of all of the situations there are on Canadian highways, this is the one that everybody should be concerned about. Wildlife pops out, what do? Please look for an opening, steer there. If you stare at the wildlife, catastrophe could ensue for everyone.
Where are you at? Okay,
70,
keep it there.
I'm
Keep
at
it there.
70.
Yeah, ease off, ease off, ease off.
Oh my God!
Another perfect example of target fixation.
Target fixation.
Target fixation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tyler needs to look where he wants to go. Do you remember looking at the opening to the left?
Not at all. I only looked at that cake.
Mariah understands what she has to do. Okay, excellent. Why don't you tell me the other thing that we always talk about that I don't need to bring up, but you have to bring up so I don't bring it up?
I would not be able to do this course if I was drinking and driving.
That is correct.
Got this?
No. I'm so freaking scared. F this cake, man.
You got it.
Where's this cake?
Just make sure you're at 70.
Where's the cake? Where's the cake? Where's the cake? Oh my God!
Oh no.
Mariah fixated on the wall in front of her.
Where's the cake?
And when the cake popped out, she didn't even see it.
Where's the cake?
How did you not see that big cake?
There's no cake. There was no freaking cake.
Amazingly, Mariah won't accept blame because she didn't see the cake.
Okay, so if you clip a guy on his bike and you kill him, that's not your fault.
If I didn't see him?
When we come back, Canada's worst drivers face our experts. Do you deserve to graduate?
I think so.
You do? Yeah? George has been summoned for another challenge, but what he doesn't know is that challenge is being driven by his son, Cody, whom George thinks is still in St. Catharines.
Oh, Jesus.
We got someone here to give you a driving lesson.
Yeah.
Does he feel different? Because he's different.
Yeah, he does.
Guess what beautiful thing is going to happen now?
What?
Cody's going to take us for a drive. He's going to teach you what, wait for it, guess, what Tim has been teaching him. We've had him taking lessons from Tim.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. What did Tim teach you before we move? I'm just curious.
A lot of things that you never did.
5 minutes later.
So notice what I'm doing.
The speed limit?
Yeah.
George is thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, I noticed you're not jerking around the wheel.
Trying not to.
Where did you teach him to put his hands on the wheel?
He didn't.
He's doing good. He's doing like totally night and day from how he was driving with me.
Were you becoming a bully thanks to your dad's lessons?
A little bit. At least I think I was.
But I mean, you're doing great right now. I'm happy. And
I think I hear you starting to cry.
No, I'm not gonna cry. Nice try, boy. That ain't gonna happen. I'm very happy and I'm very proud of you. You're doing great.
Thank you.
In this episode of Canada's Worst Driver. The nominees were tested on whether or not they know how fast they're going.
Man.
They were subjected to our annual water tank challenge. And they were challenged to avoid a suddenly appearing obstacle.
Oh, shit! Ah!
Before we decide if any of them will graduate tonight, they will all speak with me and our experts. Starting with George, who was the best driver in every single challenge this episode.
I'm trying not to do this anymore, so I'm trying to do this. And everything's just, the lessons really showed me how to stay there in your seat and how to control yourself.
Let's talk to the boy.
Well, when you guys surprised me was there, and then we started going driving, I noticed that I could actually enjoy the drive. Thanks, Tim, for that.
It's my pleasure.
I'm happy for that now.
George is also happy that Shamala told him to stop driving like a bully in front of Cody.
After I talked to Shamala, I realized that all that stuff that I didn't think was causing him to learn bad habits, but it most likely was.
Do you want to graduate this episode?
Yes, I do want to graduate this episode.
I'm guessing that no one else thinks they should graduate.
Do you want to graduate? I'm guessing no.
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 I don't think I should be graduating quite yet.
Do you deserve to graduate?
I think so.
You do? Yeah? You deserve to.
This episode, it was so obvious as to who should graduate, we didn't even bother to deliberate. I just walked on out here to do the deed, so I will do it now. The person who's going to get their license back is... That's my script. I don't have the license. Who's got that guy's license? Do you have his license? Where is his license? Have you got it? Oh, look, there's somebody with his license. Yes, Kel Surprise. George, buddy, you did great. Really good, man.
Thank you.
Get in there, Cody.
Congratulations, thanks.
Before coming to rehab,
Again, you didn't use a blinker.
Blinker, schminker.
George was a speeder.
You're speeding up, 139.
George was a tailgater.
Come on, man, get over.
And George was an all-round bully on the highway.
You see a big black truck, they're like, I'm out of here.
No, they don't see a big black truck, they see a big idiot. And you're not gonna bully anybody, right?
No, I'm not going to bully anybody anymore.
You're not going to be distracted anymore, right?
No, no more distractions.
George's biggest distraction on the highway was watching television on his cell phone.
You get to watch TV while you're driving.
In rehab, George realized his ridiculous behavior was making everyone on the road unsafe.
Yeah, and then meeting these people and seeing how they drive, yeah, I could have forced one of them out of the way and scared them or made them not want to drive ever again. So it's definitely opened my eyes.
Another eye-opening realization for George was learning that he isn't as skilled as he thought he was.
Green, red. Oh, shit.
But thanks to the lessons we taught him,
Left.
George has made promises to his son and his fiancée about how he'll change.
I promised her I would not be using my cell phone anymore while I was driving.
No more tailgating and cutting people off.
Yes.
And you're going to use your blinkers and check
Yes.
your blind spots?
Yes.
Not acting like an idiot?
Yes. While I'm driving, I won't act like an idiot.
Good.
No more watching TV on your phone, right? If you want to watch TV, you should do that kind of business at home. And if you watch this show on your home TV, you'll eventually see one of these people be named Canada's worst driver. On the next episode of Canada's Worst Driver, the nominees learn how to do a three-point turn in a bus.
Oh, I'm on a car.
Then things really get out of control with a 180-degree spin out using the handbrake.
Oh, shit. No, where's the brake? Oh, frig.
And a 180-degree spin out in reverse.
Oh, shoot.